Now that we've created our coverage periods, we are going to enter in the current long-term disability plan. This will give us an opportunity to understand all of the attributes associated with an LTD plan. We're going to click on the plus sign to go to the wizard, and we're going to go to Add New LTD Plan. So we need to give the LTD plan a name. Let's call it Sample LTD Plan. And then we need to select a carrier, and we'll choose from Sample Carrier. So once we assign the carrier, these are all the benefit attributes associated with long-term disability. We start with the employee monthly benefit, percentage of earnings up to a maximum per month. We're going to go 66.6% of earnings to $5,000 per month. Next is our elimination period. We'll put in a 90-day elimination period. Then when it comes to definition of disability and benefit duration, on the suggestion of our clients that we worked with, we wanted to give the opportunity to be specific. So definition of disability is a text field. So we can put own occupation, 2 years, and spell out some of the more technical definitions that we work with in long-term disability contracts. Benefit duration. Again, we're using text field so that we can put Social Security, age, 1. So again, definition and benefit duration are going to be text fields. Pre-existing conditions, limitations, we have 3 fields, one for look back, one for treatment free, and one for duration. And those are optional fields that we can enter in. Let's put in a 6-6-12. And then we can indicate whether there's gross up taxation in place. And as with other lines of coverage, we're able to enter notes. Let's put in sample LTD notes. So that's the information that makes up a long-term disability plan. As soon as I click create, it's going to take me to the next piece, which is going to be to enter in the premiums. So now in terms of premiums, we're working with volume-based premiums. So when I click on volume premiums, we see the different pieces that belong to premiums in long-term disability plans. First is going to be that rate. So maybe we're at a 0.45 in terms of the employee percentage and employees, just like the life. That's where we can put in any participation requirements that there might be. Then we also have rate guarantee. Once we apply that, we're going to come to volume. So we enter the rate in the premium, but the volume actually comes under what we would consider enrollment. So here's where we're going to put in our covered payroll. So let's say there's 560,000 in covered payroll. And again, you'll notice as I start typing that we get an indication that covered payroll must be divisible by the rate we're using. And in this case, since it's per $100 of covered payroll, that amount needs to be divisible by 10 or by 100. We can also enter in the total number of covered lives. Maybe we've got 15 covered lives. So this is the information associated with what we would consider enrollment, or the quantity of coverage, in other words. When we click finish, we've got our sample LTD plan created in our current plan group. Here we're able to see how those attributes display in the dashboard: pre-existing limits, elimination period, definition of disability, benefit duration. And we're able to see that rate applied to that volume, giving us our total employer cost for that long-term disability coverage.